Cheers, wine lovers! A convenient device allows you to pour a glass of wine without popping the cork. But how does it work? We dig into that on today's Tech Yeah!
Hi everyone, I'm Julia Borston. Yet again, a gadget that aims to change the world, at least when it comes to the way we drink wine. This device, made by Coravin, allows users to pour a glass of wine from the bottle without ever needing to pop the cork. With us now to talk about that and explain how it all works is the company's founder, Greg Lambrecht. Greg, thanks so much for joining us today. Fascinating idea, but for all of us out there who are not sommeliers, explain to us how it works and what the advantage is of not needing to take out a cork.
Oh, well, wine is a really fantastic beverage enjoyed by people all over the world. The best wine preservation system ever developed was the cork in glass. What I realized was that if I could get the wine out without removing the cork, I could leave the cork in place to preserve the wine and drink what it was that I wanted to taste or enjoy. So the way that it works is it passes a thin medical-grade needle through the cork. You push a button, and an inert gas goes into the bottle to pressurize it. You let go of the button, and that gas pushes the wine out into your bottle. When you remove the needle from the cork reseals, and your wine can go back in the cellar or on a rack for weeks, months, potentially years.
Wow, it sounds very complicated. How expensive is it? Is it designed more for consumers or for wine bars and restaurants?
That's a good question. I don't think of it as expensive. It's value priced. It's $299 for the system with 2 cartridges of gas. The Coravin has, since we launched it, been used largely by consumers at home who really want to explore their wine cellars and drink a glass, 2 glasses of different wines in an evening and learn 2 or 3 times as much as if they had just pulled the cork and drunk just the one bottle. It's also used heavily in restaurants, particularly here in New York, but really all around the country and now beginning in Europe. They can now serve any wine by the glass to their clients, no matter what the cost of the bottle or the age of the wine. They don't have to worry about the rest spoiling. And then it's used in wineries. They can serve their visitors some of their library wines, some of their older wines that they would never have opened because they were unsure they were going to go through it.
I definitely see how it would allow restaurants or individuals to taste a lot more and not feel like they have to commit to a whole bottle and allow them to sample. But I'm sort of curious how it works for consumers. It sounds like it's a pretty complicated system. Is it a go for consumers to have it at home?
Oh, yeah. Really, they've been 80 to 90% of our sales. We're selling 3 times as fast or 4 times as fast as we thought we would. The reception by the wine market, the consumer, the restaurants, has really been extraordinary. I think that one thing that's special about wine is that it's a beverage that is not only interesting and diverse and 8,000 years old, but it's something that people get really passionate about. People become experts in wine. They love the variety. They love the change in wine over years. And we've allowed those people to really explore their wine that they enjoyed so much with greater variety and more spontaneity than ever before.
$299 though does seem to be on the pricier side of some of the preservation systems out there. How have you been doing so far, and how does your product really compare to some of the alternatives?
I think actually what our opportunity is to sort of create our own category. You're right, preservation systems can be inexpensive, $10 to $40. All preservation systems require you to remove the cork, which starts the oxygen degenerative cascade for that bottle of wine ultimately. We've created a new category. We're not a wine preservation system. That's really the job of the cork. What we do is we allow you to access your wine, to drink it in the volumes that you want from the bottles that you want at your convenience without compromise. And that whole category, wine access, is something that we're the start of. And I think that value really is appreciated by both the wine consumer and by trade. A restaurant can make back the money they spend on a system like this in a couple of days by selling better wines by the glass. And I think for someone who's passionate about the wine that they have, they're interested in that experience. And $299, again, it's not a preservation system, but an access system to access their cellar and learn what they want, how they want, faster than they used to before, I think is worth the price.
Can you tell us how many you've sold and what your growth projections are?
Yeah, so we planned on selling only 7,000 last year. We launched at the end of July of last year, and we sold well over 20,000 units. So we're trying to keep up, and the only way we do is by having a great team, including our manufacturer, who's been a great partner for us.
Fantastic stuff. Well, I can't wait to try it out myself. Thanks so much for joining us, and thanks for watching. I'm Julia Borston. Have a great day.
Cheers.